live from Uden in North Brabant. I haven't done that for a while.
Uden?
Uden.
Uden.
U-D-E-N.
Hey.
Here in North Brabant.
Welcome to Uden.
Welcome, my friends, to this second virtual tour of the day, eh?
Yep.
We've driven
even warmer.
We've driven down from Graven, and we're going to be taking a walk through the town of Uden in North Brabant.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing that on behalf of one of our members, right?
Yes, we are. Rosemary Saltzman.
Rosemary Saltzman, all the way from Wisconsin in the USA. Yep. Rosemary is one of our Explorer Club members, and she sent me an email a while ago and told me, listen, I love your shows. We follow all your shows here in Wisconsin. I love the replays. I love everything about it. Could you please visit the town of Uden, U-D-E-N. And I'll be honest with you, I'd never heard of Uden before. But Rosemary,
it looks pretty.
Rosemary really wanted to see the place because this is where her parents were born. This is where they originated from. And then they left and for the USA, and she now lives in Wisconsin. So if you are someone who loves the Netherlands, or you have Dutch heritage, or you have a Dutch connection, then do say hi. We're on a special heritage adventure today for Rosemary. I'm hoping that she'll join us today. There is a little bit of a time difference, and we're going to be walking through Uden, U-D-E-N, on behalf of Rosemary, looking for...
I'm loving this centre bit.
It's nice, isn't it? We're actually looking for the old windmill. There is a windmill in Uden. Uden is an interesting place because it's actually changed hands quite a lot over history. Go on, I'll follow you.
That's fine.
It's changed hands between the Dukes of Brabant quite regularly. It dates back to, I think, around 1100, the town, but it's actually made up of, I think, around 5 smaller parts. Uden is also the municipality as well. So the town of Uden itself is quite small. It's a very residential place, but it's very cosy, very gezellig, and I'm glad that the sun's come out. So we're going to go check out the church in Uden first of all.
Again, in the car, the rain was absolutely bucketing down in the car.
It really was.
Took some footage of it. It was, you know, where you can't quite see through the windscreen and you have to slow right down.
We took some video though, so we can show it to the guys.
That's going to be on the Explorers Club video, just so you get a bit more of a feel of the whole trip.
Should we do a roll call?
Yes.
Who's with us on the tour today?
Rita Stoffer is with us, saying good morning, Rita.
Hello, Rita.
Marianne Offermans is with us.
Super.
She says, sorry I'm late. Marianne, you're not that late. Only a couple of minutes, we'll let you off.
Yeah, we're just started, so you're all good.
Suzette DeMello from San Francisco.
Hey, Suzette, good to see you.
Mr. Van Bast.
Didn't we send a supporters pack to Suzette? I'm sure we did.
Yeah.
Mr. Van Bast we sent one to as well.
Yep, for sure.
I see Diane Guest is with us too.
Yay! Diane.
Should we cross over, are you saying?
Yeah, maybe.
Go on then. Let's do it. Okay, so again, if you've just joined us for this live heritage adventure, we are in the Brabant town of Uden, U-D-E-N, south of Den Bosch, for a city walk today. It's a lovely day, pretty windy, but
warm
it's very warm
with the
and very cozy.
Absolute pour down.
And the first stop is the church in the centre of Uden. Now, what I did learn about Uden, amongst a few things, the little research that I did, that's how professional I am, is that Uden was actually...
Uden?
Uden.
Oh yeah.
Uden was actually a centre of religious tolerance back in the 1600s, and because of that, there are a great number of different churches from different denominations in Uden. And apparently Uden was relatively unscathed by the 80 Years' War that the Netherlands had with Spain. If you're not aware of that, the Spanish actually occupied the Netherlands. The Low Countries belonged to Philip II, who was the Emperor of Spain at the time. And so the Netherlands was like, yeah, it was part of the Spanish Empire, as it were. And at one point, the people living here decided they didn't want to have that anymore.
Not
they decided to decided to fight up against that. And so that was the 80 Years' War in an absolute nutshell. Hello, Colleen Jane. Hello, Yvonne. Sorry.
Chad.
I'm going quite fast.
Hey, I just want to say, Jenny Boston has said, present!
Excellent.
I love that. That's the best. Love that. That's the best comment I've seen so far.
So this is what we were looking for here in Uden.
Hey, Colleen Jane says, I've made it, finally.
Hello, nice, check out that church. So we're here for Rosemary Saltzman, who's from Wisconsin.
What a big church.
And I'm hoping that Rosemary will be able to tune in and watch this.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful church, and I think there might be...
Wow, it's huge.
Yeah, it's amazing, huh?
That's definitely got to be a grote kerk, I reckon.
There might be a marketplace just in front of that, but we can go have a look. That's amazing.
Hey, Alida Collines joined us, and Petra van Veen is also with us. Good to see you, Petra.
Hello,
Alida.
Petra. Hello, Alida. We are in Uden.
Hey, Peggy's
in
with
North
us.
Brabant. Hello, Peggy. And we're here for Rosemary Saltzman. And if you've just tuned in, watch out. If you've just tuned in, then you're with us live on the Dutch Way Live with me going far too fast, apparently.
Yeah, Bob's. I feel like he's charging really fast.
But
So I'm saying slow.
if you ever wondered what it was like to buy a parking ticket here in the Netherlands.
So, FYI, we've just bought one. It was €1 for 1 hour. And you don't have to pay after 8 PM at night. That's often the case. Or on a Sunday, you often don't have to pay. So Sunday is a good day to travel in car.
Nice. Do let us know if you know Uden or you're from the region, or you can share any insider tips with us. We're headed to the windmill. There's one Molen in the town, there's one windmill, and hopefully on the way we're going to see the sights that this little town has to offer.
That church is amazing. It's like a sort of town. I mean, like, you know, like on a hillside where there's loads of buildings stacked up next to each other.
Can we get that shot? I think we can, you know.
Lauren Hill says, Bobby, you charged up. We've filled him up with crisps in the car. And now he's marching ahead. Hey, we've got Mickey Hjorth with us saying, watching with relatives from Uden.
Really?
Are you relatives from Uden?
What's their name?
Right. Mickey Hjorth.
Mickey, great to see you, my friend. In Uden, this is your town, man.
Hey, and Betty de Jong visited here in 1993.
Really? Betty
was
came
here,
in?
yeah.
Nice. Tell us where you came to, Betty, and if you're watching and you think, blooming heck, I've been there as well to Uden, or that's my town, then we're here live for you guys.
Guess who's with us?
Oh,
Guess who's with us?
I don't know, Joost? Who?
Oh no, but we do want to do it. We missed Joost. Joost made a comment on
now
the
it's
last
anticlimax.
Felt bad that we missed it.
Who was with us?
Guess.
I don't know.
The main person that we want
Rosemary
to be with
Saltzman.
us. Rosemary Saltzman!
Oh my word.
You're
Please,
with us.
everyone say hello
we
to
were so
Rosemary.
hoping you could join us.
Oh my word.
Rosemary, we are here for you and your wish. As you said, your parents were born here. Is that right, Bobby?
That's right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. And it'd be great, Rosemary, if you could share the story of why you asked us to come to Uden. Rosemary's joining us now in the comments.
She says, I'm with you, enjoy your walk, thanks so much.
We're going to go and check out Uden specifically for you. So Rosemary, if you could share your story in the comments, that would be fantastic, so that we know a little bit about why you asked us to come to Uden. It's always nice to have a family, personal story, isn't it, to the tours? Can everyone say hello to Rosemary? And just for a minute, look at that.
Look at that gorgeous car.
Oh, that's that is beautiful, man.
Is that yours?
That is beautiful.
Nice.
That is a work of art.
Yeah. Fully restored.
Oh, Guy, that is so fine. That is so fine. A Fiat 500?
Yes.
And the best part, the Brabant flag on the back.
Yeah.
Hey.
Is this where you live?
No, I restored this building.
What is it?
You don't know?
No. Is it okay? Is it okay if I film you?
Yeah, of course.
What is the building?
It's an old morgue.
A morgue?
Is it?
Wow.
It's
Where people who deceased would go, passed away?
It's been functional till 1964.
Right.
And nobody used it. It was almost broken down in 2014.
Yeah.
And we heard about it, and so we said, well, you can't lose this historic building.
Yeah, yeah.
It's built in 1908.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so me and another couple of volunteers restored it. You like to look inside?
Yeah,
Wow.
that'd be great. Thank you.
Amazing.
How exciting is this?
And is this open to visitors at the moment, or will it be?
It will be, yeah. Because the purpose of the building is to give it back to the community of Uden. And we want to make a exhibition room for it, from it.
I see.
For starting, how you call it?
What's the Dutch word?
The Dutch word is kunstenaars.
For artists?
Artists.
Yeah.
For beginning artists.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Who never exposed their art.
Oh, wow. For starter artists.
For free.
Yeah.
So they can.
So there'll be art exhibitions in here.
And upstairs we want to build a museum of Uden.
Oh, wow.
Because there is no museum in Uden.
Is that so?
Right.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to find information about the history of Uden.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to.
Yay!
Wow, that's
You'll come
fine.
When it's finished.
There is a museum. It's called Krona, but it's more a religious museum.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Churches and all kinds of religions.
Because Uden is very old, isn't it? It's an old settlement, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
But there's not a lot of historical buildings here.
No, they broke everything down.
In the what? The government or what? Or they're in the war?
Society itself.
Right.
Yeah. Because we had a really great town hall was over here.
Yeah.
Behind this building.
Yeah.
And the center of Uden in the early days was over there.
Right.
Right.
So they changed a lot.
Right. Yeah.
You heard about Vogel?
About what?
Vogel?
No.
No, but that's where the airbase is.
Right.
In the early days, Vogel was much bigger than Uden. It was just nothing.
I see.
You want to look at?
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, yeah,
My
great.
name's Bob, by the way. This is Adele.
Jeroen.
Jeroen, nice to meet you. Please everyone say hello to Jeroen. Look at this. This is a rather sinister above the door situation. Jeroen.
Yes?
This is not welcoming.
No. it's in relation with the name of the building.
What's it called in Dutch? A morgue?
Mortuarium.
Mortuarium.
Lijkenhuis.
We can say also in English a mortuary.
Yeah. But after it closed as a morgue, they cleared the cemetery behind the church, and there came up a lot of bones and of people we didn't know. They collected these bones in this building, and so it's called Knekelhuis, which means
Bones.
bone house.
Yeah, bone house. Can I take a look inside? Yeah, thanks, man. Wow, how exciting! We're in Uden in North Brabant, and
Rosemary is with us. She says this is wonderful.
I best be careful just for the internet.
Yeah, we just need to check if the internet will.
Wow, so this is the artwork that you spoke about.
Yeah, this will be the art department. This is just some paintings of one of the volunteers. We just hang them up to try out the lighting and etc.
Right, wow.
But
when do you plan to open your own?
September, October, somewhere.
Oh wow, this year, great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
It's good news.
we've done a lot.
And it belonged to the church, did it? This building?
Yeah, it belonged to the church. Yeah.
And is this a Catholic church or a Protestant?
This is a Catholic church.
I see. Yeah.
And now it's completely
Disused.
and it's no longer ownership owned by the church.
What do they do inside the church now?
This church, well, they have every Sunday. They still have the services over there.
Ah, okay. So it's still.
But
It's
this
still in use,
isn't
but
part of the church.
I see.
If you look at the capacity, I think it can hold people.
It's really big.
Yeah, and let's say on a Sunday there will be 100.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because the church lost its touch with the community.
Yeah.
There's quite a number of churches in Uden, isn't there?
Yeah, well, it's in old Brabant because it's Catholic country.
Yeah.
From origin.
Yeah.
So,
Were you born here, Jeroen? Are you?
No. And what we say in Holland, I'm born in the north, beside the rivers.
Boven de
Oh,
rivieren.
the river.
South of the rivers is all good.
Yeah.
North of the rivers is bad.
Which part of the south of the north of the river do you come from?
I came from the vicinity of Harderwijk. You know Harderwijk?
Ermelo.
Yeah, Ermelo. Yes.
We went to Ermelo 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
I've been born there.
Oh, is it? Hey, cool, man. We also went to Staverde. Staverde.
Really nice serenity.
Oh,
Yeah,
man. Oh, so
beautiful
you were
place.
born in Ermelo?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I stroll around in the bushes over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over the hay.
Wow, this is great.
Well, let me tell you something of what we did.
Yeah.
We stripped down the walls and we made them like the old days they made it. We put some new plaster on it.
Ah, I see.
New, I don't know how you call them. But
Beams.
A new roof.
A mini cellar here.
Yeah. These.
Is it?
Yes,
Just a
in
tiny
the early days there were walls over here, three walls, because this house was connected with the pastry over there. And there was a gate, so when you walked out of this door, you walked into the garden of the pastry.
So this is where the pastor lived.
Yes. Used to live.
That wall.
Used to live. He went out 2 years ago because they've got a new pastor. And he said, "Well, it's ridiculous that I need to live in this big building."
Yeah.
Sell the place. So they did. But in the early days when they built this house, these sections were for coals. Because when you look at the building, in the top there live the maids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle section there live the chappers and the pastor. And the ground floor, of course, for business.
Right. Got it.
And they had their separate section over here for the coals.
Really?
Yeah, because the church wouldn't pay for them.
Right.
They needed to purchase them themselves.
Right, so the maids couldn't take any of the
No.
coals that were
Is
allocated
it?
for the business meetings.
Is it?
This was a storage place. And this was the working place of the gardener of the cemetery.
I see.
And we want
For
to
his
build,
tools and
yeah. And we want to build a kitchen in it.
And where would the dead people have laid?
I will explain. This wall was closed, a blind wall. This door, we found this door in this house.
Oh wow.
So we restored the door.
Wow.
We made this bow in it, an opening, so we could. The positive thing was it's more functional for us because we could walk through.
Yeah.
This was the original morgue over here.
Wow.
Oh wow, so that's the door. Ah, okay.
So they could store 2 bodies over here,
Right.
and in the max 3 because there wasn't enough space, and they put them on these bars, 2 on each side, and they could put the cases with the dead people on it.
Wow.
And usually, mostly the poor people were stored over here.
Right.
And the church would clothe them in a black cloth of paper.
Right.
So they could go into the ground with
Okay.
nothing value on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we want to give back to the community, we need to build a
Toilet.
toilet. As you can see, we functionalized the window over here because we couldn't restore this one, so we made a mirror of it.
Ah, nice.
So, and this was also a social place in the early days, because people came to say goodbye in the afternoon at 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And everybody would, of course, talk about the dead, good and bad things, and laugh, and also drink a little Geneva. So to say goodbye to the old guys.
Yeah.
So you can see over here that there is still a iron in the
stand.
For the stands,
Yeah.
wow, fascinating.
It was completely white
Okay.
over here because in the early days also the Christian people were buried within 2 days
Right.
because it was They started to swell and stink, etc., etc. So we needed to go. It was all white, and these are this is the original plus. I didn't remove this wall, and this wall, because I wanted to keep something which was original like that.
So when can the people of Uden visit the place to see it?
September, October.
I see.
And everybody who comes by, like you, and wants to see is welcome.
Yeah, that's great. You've done a great job, Julian. Thank you so much.
But you like to see upstairs also?
I think we've got to move on because we're going to see the windmill. I wondered if you could tell me the best way to get there. What do you say?
Yeah, well, you could go or to the right, and the first street to the left and straight on.
Is it?
Yeah.
And there's a park next to it, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the Molen van Jetten.
You can see this on Facebook.
Oh yeah? When?
It's called the Dutch Way of Life.
Oh, nice.
Can you remember that?
Yeah, of course.
The Dutch Way of Life. And we travel around the Netherlands for... we make live shows for people who don't live in the Netherlands anymore, but they want to see their birthplace. And today we're here for a woman called Rosemary Zaltzman. Her parents were born in Uden. She lives in Wisconsin. And
so you're American?
No, we're English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say same thing, Jeroen.
No. I keep my mouth.
But yeah, we came here because Rosemary's, she's part of our travel club.
Okay.
And she said, hey, would you go to Uden? Because my parents were born there and I'd like to see it. So we're on a sort of tour. So the Dutch Way of Life on Facebook, you can watch it.
Yeah.
I will. And when will you?
Straight away. It's live
now.
Okay. The Dutch Way of Life.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you, man.
Have a good stay on.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Oh.
Nice, man. What a nice.
He loved that,
nice
didn't
guy.
he? Thanks,
Your own, that was.
Jeroen. Oh, what a nice guy. Listen, if you enjoyed that, please say thank you to Jeroen. He and his colleagues, who were all volunteers, restored the old mortuary here outside the church. It sounds a bit morbid, but it's not. It's amazing.
We're going to turn it into.
How do it?
We're going to turn it into a museum and a place for new artists to show their work.
That was great.
Which is great. Yeah. Hey, we've got Rosemary with us. She shared her story a little bit more.
Let's hear the Rosemary story. Thanks, Rosemary.
My family is from Uden. They migrated to Wisconsin following other family members. They were very poor and thought the US would be the best place to settle. A priest gave them the money to travel.
Wow.
How nice.
That's amazing. When do we know when they left? Rosemary, can you share when your family left?
Keep an eye out.
That'd be great. And if you are watching and you've got a Dutch story or a Dutch connection, or you have Dutch heritage that you'd like to share and tell us about, then feel free to put your story in the comments below the video.
Oh, Jenna Wilson says, wow, that man was an excellent find.
He certainly was. He certainly was.
I love it, and he restores cars and mortuaries. Maybe other things too.
That's the great thing about coming out here and just having these exploring days is, you know, a lot of this stuff we couldn't have planned it. And although oftentimes I think, oh, you know, it'd be great to plan some more adventures in, you know, oftentimes it's just nice to talk to the locals and have a wander around. And I think if you're the type of traveller like me, sort of a curious, intrepid explorer, then you probably feel the same, that actually walking around and soaking up the atmosphere and talking to the locals, and not necessarily hearing the most famous stories, but just getting a flavour of what life is like here in the town. You know, that's what I really love, and it's fantastic to meet people like Jeroen. So please say thank you to him, and if you're still with us, then thank you so much. You are watching the Dutch Way of Life, the Hidden Holland Road Trip, on behalf of Rosemary Saltzman.
Yes.
From Wisconsin in the USA here in Uden.
Yep.
Who else we got on the show, by the way?
We'll do some shout-outs. Gene Keller's with us.
Let's walk down this way to the windmill, like the guy said. So the next stop, the final destination. What did he say the windmill was called again?
I'll check in a minute.
Check it out. Gene Keller's with us, you say?
Gene Keller's with us, yeah.
What, the Gene Keller?
Yes.
Woo! Hi, Gene.
Betty de Jong is with us. She says, thank you, Jeroen. Tina Brayshoten is with us.
Hi, Tina.
Saying it's going to be a long walk, if I remember correctly.
We'll see, won't we?
Directors then, Tina.
We'll see how long it's going to be. We've got time, and if
Sally
you have
Boyle's
then
with
join
us.
us.
Sally Boyle's with us. She enjoyed listening to the history of the building.
Hello, Sally.
Jerome.
And if you've just tuned in, we're in the town of Uden, U-D-E-N, for the Hidden Holland road trip this evening. And it's one of those warm, sunny Saturday afternoon evenings in summer here in the Netherlands. One of those days that, to be honest with you, while I was away from the Netherlands, I used to sort of dream about, and you know, it's just so nice to be here.
I love it. Then you have an exciting storm thrown in there.
Honestly,
so
that
you've
was
got to
great.
be like on your toes, and it just adds a little bit of adventure to your adventures. Always having to throw on an orange poncho every now and then.
I see Wally Luber's commented saying, send me croquettes, would do if I could. And Mickey Hjorth says, my aunt and grandfather got married in that church that we were showing earlier on. Nice one, Mickey, you're in Uden if I remember rightly. On the right hand side there are some gorgeous apartments.
Hey, we've got Joost Fires with us. Joost, we didn't spot your comment on the last one, so we're giving you a shout out now. Good to have you with us, Joost. Good to see you.
These look like senior apartments, don't they?
Sheila Murphy says, I still have family in Uden. Love this. Thank you.
Hi, Sheila. We're on our way to the windmill here in Uden. See if we can have a look at the windmill on this lovely blue backdrop.
Oh, nice. Roger says, people like Jerome bring these trips alive. It's nice that, and we often meet just really friendly people who are just happy to share their story. You know, Jerome is volunteering to create an extra museum in the town for visitors and for residents, and it's really nice to see that.
That's a lovely apartment block. I think this is specifically for seniors.
Yeah, Betty de Jong says, if they're senior apartments, I would fit right in.
They are gorgeous.
I think you'd like it here, Betty.
I think it's a lovely place to live.
You could go and hang out with your own and help him set up the museum, and maybe, I don't know if you do a bit of artwork yourself, you might enjoy seeing the artists there and the exhibitions. Hi. Just ignore it. Anne Fan has just said Molen van Jetten, or Jetten.
Jetten, that's it. Molen van Jetten. So
Thanks,
that's where we are headed, my friends. Hello, Jeanette Violetta Saker, and Jarvis is with us. Oh, we should say happy birthday to Anne's daughter. Anna. Sorry, Anna Jarvis. I feel bad about that. I need to get that in order.
It's all right. We'll get there.
Because I wouldn't say Marianne. I'd say Marianne. Oh, look at that bike. That's a nice one. It's a nice Gazelle bike there. No, I should say hi to Anne and happy birthday to Anne's daughter, who is 20 today.
Yay!
I've forgotten which daughter it is. I can't remember her name, but I know that it's your daughter's birthday, Anna, and we'd love to see you very soon. Look, there's a Molen sign.
Oh, don't you just love it when you see a Molen sign? Do you think it means here or the next left?
No, I think it means...
It's the next left, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Let's do it then. Let's go for it.
Oh, yeah.
A lovely walk here this afternoon. There's some gorgeous smells. It must be around 25 degrees,
It's
26
really warm.
degrees.
I'm sleeveless, so that's because it's warm. It didn't happen by accident.
There's a bar just over the corner there.
And another church.
Ah, I told you, there's loads of them. Look at this one.
And you know, oh God, sorry, I'm just walking into you.
All right, look, you okay?
I blame the wind.
Getting blown
I
about
can't
all
see
over
because
the
my
place,
hair's
aren't
in
we?
my face.
This is beautiful. Look at that. If you're watching and you know the name of this church, then put it in the comments. I'm going to walk around the front and see if we can find out what it's called.
It's Caitlin's birthday.
Caitlin, that's it. Caitlin, happy birthday, Caitlin.
Hey, Dina Joy van Gundy says, would love to see Apeldoorn sometime, where my grote oma was born.
Nice, Dina.
Have we been to Apeldoorn?
No, we haven't. Never been to Apeldoorn. Look at that. That is spectacular.
Pascal's admiring some of the gevels, or gables, the English word as well. I don't know why I'm walking backwards with you, as if
just follow me, hey. You don't have to follow me.
I'm stuck to your side.
That is one beautiful church here in Uden, on the way to the windmill.
It feels like it's a very different style to the last one.
Nice little spot though, this, isn't it? Are we going left down there?
The churches are massive.
There's a lot of them, isn't there? It's a really nice spot for a walk.
What's a better word than numerous?
What's
What's a a better word than numerous?
I'm not sure.
Churches are numerous.
Can I just say, Tina
massive.
Breeshoten has just commented and said, my building next to this church is my old school.
It looks like an old school.
Tina, is it this one you say? Tina Breeshoten has just commented now. Is this your old school?
Wow.
Do say hi if it is, Tina. That's fascinating. We're actually here for Rosemary Saltzman to show her around the place where her parents were born and left for Wisconsin. But this here, look at this, wow.
Yep, Tina Breeshoten says yes, this was her school. Wow. Oh, that's nice to see.
Beautiful. Check this out. What a nice adventure this is.
And Lucia Smetzers says it is the Krausherrenkappel.
The Krausherrenkappel.
Kraus. I always pronounce that one wrong. Krausherrenkappel. And Kappel is chapel.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's it. That's it. Ah, this is brilliant.
Oh, Tina says that old school is now apartments.
Yeah, it looks like it might be apartments. It's really nice though. Shall we head on down to the...
Yep, to the Molen.
To the Molen.
Rebecca van der Linden's just joined us just in time.
Hello, Rebecca. Good afternoon. And if you'd like us to say hi to you and we haven't done yet, just put a comment in. We do our best to say hello to everyone. We've got tons of people joining us from all over the world. For this, our second tour of the day here in the town of Uden in North Brabant.
Ooh,
look at this.
We found a woman after my own heart. Shalana Poindexter says, myriad is such a great word.
Myriad is a beautiful
word. A myriad
word.
Of churches.
Well done. That is actually the collective noun for churches.
I like that. Oh, Noreen Coper also said numerous or myriad. I love that. We get some word advice too.
An ensemble.
Ooh, an ensemble of massive churches. Look, some more huge pots of flowers.
Right, let's keep walking and see what we can find. See if we can get to the windmill on time. Hopefully you're getting a feeling of what the place is like. It's a lovely Saturday
nice
evening.
little terrace on the left there.
That is nice.
Well, I might just go over and have a...
Look at this. This is cosy. We're on the Helena Strat now. It is a gorgeous Saturday evening. And hopefully I can give you a nice feeling of what it's like to be walking through Uden. Come on you, let's go find the windmill. Let's do it. That's a nice little cafe. If you're a fan of cafes and you're a fan of sitting out on the terrace, then tell us what you'd be ordering there. To be honest with you, I'm a coffee man myself.
That's a billiard place. You can play billiards in there. Is billiards popular in the Netherlands?
Billiards is popular. I think more popular than pool as far as I can tell.
Oh, Ria Dabon says plethora of churches.
That is a nice one. Nah, plethora is great.
We've got a myriad, a plethora.
I mean, if you really want to go up a gear, you could talk about a cornucopia.
Whoa! I don't know if we want to go that far.
No, me neither.
Mr. Fanbast was enjoying the intersection back there.
Yeah, it was a nice intersection.
It was a fabulous intersection.
It was actually a plain, is what it was. It was a square.
I feel like intersection sounds better than plain.
Intersection sounds quite American, but I can deal with that. That's fine. Anyway, if you have just tuned in and you're wondering what's going on, we're slowly coming to the end of our virtual tour in Uden. We started off in the centre of town. We had a look at the old mortuary that's been restored and the churches. And now we're looking for the windmill.
Yes, Mr. Fanbast says, Molen me.
Oh, we must have an Office fan there, Mr. Paul Fanbast. I'm a huge fan of the American Office.
Molen me.
Beer me.
Oh, Pascal says, looks like a nice afternoon for an Irish coffee with lots of cream.
Oh, that sounds good, man. That sounds real good. Don't forget as well, we did a tour earlier in the town of Grave, which you can go check out. It's quite a different place than Uden, but it's a really nice tour. Really enjoyed that if you haven't seen it already. And thanks to everyone who has signed up to our Explorers Club. We appreciate your support. And this is specifically dedicated to one of our members, Rosemary Saltzman, who wanted to see what it was like.
Who is with us watching from Wisconsin.
How far we got to the windmill?
The birthplace of her parents. I haven't got my map up if I'm honest. But Anfan just said watch for Hooihofstraat. I don't think we've seen
So this is
Heuvel's.
past the Van Dornstraat, and we're looking for the old windmill that's here in the
I will
vicinity.
check shortly. Hey, Shalana Poindexter says I'll be in the Netherlands next week. She's so
Nice.
excited.
That's fantastic.
Woo.
That's really cool. And you know, so many people have been limited to coming and visiting the Netherlands,
Getting up my map.
but the American citizens are allowed back now,
I
and
reckon we keep
hopefully
going this way.
British citizens also be coming visiting as well, those who've been vaccinated. So things are starting moving again, and if you are planning to visit the Netherlands, tell us in the comments about it.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're planning to go, and if you need any tips or advice, we've visited around 300 places now in the Netherlands on our road trips.
Oh, Anne Fan says keep going, so thanks, Anne. We shall.
So just drop us a little message and we're glad to help you out. And if you're part of the Explorers Club, of course, we give you personalised advice as well. Oh, these houses are so nice. You know, sometimes it is just awesome to come and have a walk around
Yeah, it is nice to see the suburbs as well.
suburban Netherlands.
Different vibe.
Oh, Shalana's moving to Tilburg.
Wow.
Nice, not far from us.
Oh, right, so you won't just be visiting, you'll be
That's great, Shalana.
full on jumping right in.
Nice. What are you planning to do in Tilburg, Shalana? Tell us in the comments. That'd be great to hear. Oh, look. This obviously used to be something old. Houses Duros stood in at this point. Look. So you see we're here where the roads cross. Well, this is what used to stand here. Can you see that? That house in the middle. Houses Duros. Used to stand there. Anne says go right, so
Okay.
that is what we're going to do.
I like Anne. Anne sounds confident, so I'm going to follow that. Ooh, Shalana's doing a Masters in Management of Cultural Diversity.
Oh, nice. That's
Hey,
fantastic
brilliant.
news, Shalana. I hope you love moving to Tilburg. Okay, my friends. Look,
Hey, we've got Barry van Balen is watching.
Baza, I haven't seen Baza for ages, from the mighty fortified city of Gorinchem, the largest, by the way, in the Netherlands. And the one with the most densest population of Van Balens, or so they say. Good to see you, Barry. Greetings to Desiree.
Oh yes, Hoi Hoofdstraat.
Oh, we're nearly at the windmill, Barry. Don't go anywhere. You think your windmill, the Hope, is good. You wait till you see Uden's windmill. And if you have just tuned in and you haven't seen the beginning of the tour with Adele and I, where we started in the centre of Uden and we
Went into a morgue.
we went into a morgue, believe it or not, and met a guy called Jeroen who was
Invited
still
into a
alive.
morgue by Jeroen.
He wasn't
He
dead.
wasn't a ghost. I don't think he was. I didn't touch him though, so I don't.
So once we've finished, you
Not
can
sure.
you can go back and check that out. And hopefully, at some point, we're going to see a windmill. It's going to be worth it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth it. And
Yeah.
what's rather nice is that we do get to have a little look around the suburban parts
Yep.
of a town here in the
Ooh.
Netherlands, which we haven't done
Nice
for a while.
shutters over there.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's good to get a feel of the wider area as well. If you're actually interested in, a lot of people are interested in moving to these places or staying, so it's nice to get a feel of the wider area. Roger says my Dutch neighbour Willem is driving from Waterford via Rosselaar, Harwich, and the Hook of Holland in 3 weeks' time to collect his dog.
nice
Down
one.
there.
Nice one, Roger.
Yeah, I think it's down here.
I'm still waiting. I can't see it yet, but we're looking for a windmill.
Did his dog run all that
Keep
way,
your eyes
Roger?
open.
Did his dog pack up his napkin? Not his napkin. Knapsack.
We're looking for our final destination, basically, to this tour, and it's a what's the windmill called again?
Yetting?
I can't remember. Jetten.
Yetten.
De Jetten.
Because it's J.
And
It
it's
sounds like Jetten.
it's a specific type of, it's a standard windmill, a standard Molen.
No,
which-
but don't be confused. Don't think that means it's
That
sporty.
doesn't mean it's
It's
basic.
anything but standard. It means it's one of the earlier varieties which was built from wood before they started building them from brick and stone.
Hey, there's the sign. It looks like it's on the left here, just round this corner.
Oh yeah.
Should we go? Hopefully, we're going to see it.
Van Jetten.
That's it, Van
It's
Jetten.
called.
Van Jetten. It should be it's supposed to be a really nice windmill.
Betty is loving the tour. Really happy to hear that, Betty. Nice to have you with us. Oh, look at them flowers, Betty.
There it is.
Where?
There.
Oh, it's behind the trees.
Oh man, that is a walk and a half, isn't it? So if you do come to Uden and you want to come down here, do bear in mind, how long has that taken us? 15 minutes?
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
Nah.
10 minutes? Feels like longer.
Feels like a day.
Who can see the windmill right now? It's rather nice when you're in the Netherlands.
Villica says, Molen on the horizon.
You do?
That's exactly how she said it. I could hear the tone in your voice, Villica.
I agree. I think it's rather nice being here though, because you can come and visit smaller places and pretty much you're guaranteed to be able to spot a windmill close by. I mean, there are some areas where you won't find any windmills at all in the Netherlands, but there are, I think, just over 1,000 left.
Which in a small country means you're never too far from a molen.
That is true.
Henry Lunthoff says, I see it. Lauren Hill says, holy molen. Oh, wow.
It's a nice little one, huh? Right,
I love the standard molen.
It's not that little.
No, it's massive.
It is pretty big, that.
We've been in a standard one before and I don't remember it being that huge.
Nah, I think it was, you know.
Was it?
Yeah.
And the idea is the top half is constructed all in wood and you can only enter the top half via the insanely steep steps.
There we go.
In true Dutch fashion.
Molen van Jetten. A standard molen.
Lauren says I said it just like that. Holy moly!
Should we just have a little walk round? Because there is an entrance to the windmill. So it's called a standard molen because there is a pole going from top to bottom in that windmill, and that is the standard. It's a huge wooden, not a pole, a huge wooden stake, if you like, called the standard, and everything rests on the standard in that windmill. So everything rests on one little. Well, it's not little; it's very thick. But everything rests on one piece of wood.
It's
basically.
like one super massive tree trunk. Tina says, oh, the stories I could tell of this place growing up here.
Look at that, that is beautiful. So this is Molen van Jetten, my friends. We managed to find another windmill. How good is that?
Van
That
Bass
is beautiful.
says, run those steps, Adele. I don't know if
that.
I can get to it and I don't know if I'd be running.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, Martin Dronkers is with us and says, hartelijk bedankt for doing these live streams. They are so special, especially as travel there and back is not so easy at the moment.
Thank you, my friend.
That's
Thank
great,
you, Martin. Honestly, we really appreciate that, and we do our best to.
That's why we try and do it, or why we do it.
And it's, you know, like I said earlier on in a video I did, it's not always easy. Well, it's not easy work at all. You know, we come to these towns and we have our shenanigans, don't we? But a lot of work goes into the tours and a lot of time.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful to everybody, I guess, for supporting us.
All the support. Emotional support, moral support.
Joining the club, buying a pendant, buying a t-shirt, sending us a message, commenting, you know, whatever. We're out here
we can get in over
trying to do something quite unique. There's nobody really doing what we're doing, which is taking people out there. We believe live streaming is really the best way to see a country and add that to somebody who really enjoys the country, you know, like us, and who, you know, is curious, and plus the community like you guys make the show as well. So those three elements make it a great experience for everyone, and we're very grateful to everybody for joining us, and especially for Rosemary, who suggested the tour, right? Yeah,
this is where Rosemary's parents were born, and they emigrated over to Wisconsin, USA, because they were very poor, and this is Rosemary's words, and they thought that they had better chances over in the USA, and a priest kindly offered to fund their emigration there.
That's amazing.
And that is why Rosemary is there now.
And we've come here especially for you, Rosemary, so we hope that you enjoyed the tour here in Uden today. The sun has come out for us. We're actually out here, this whole area is like a sports area. There's people walking their dogs behind us, but the sun's come out, it's really warm here, and we're just really glad that you guys could join us on this tour. Yeah. Especially the Explorers Club, I'd like to say thank you to those people. Rosemary joined up, she became a member, and because of that she was able to send us here, right? Yep. And it's those people who help us continue to do what you do. So if you've got somewhere that you like to see and that you like to send Adele and I in the Netherlands, you can do that. It's a lot cheaper than a plane ticket.
And you get everyone to join you as well.
That's it, that's it. And you get to watch the tour in high quality for as long as you want on the Explorers Club. So we appreciate everybody who's done that. I think we're done there, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we can't top off the Molen.
Brilliant.
Molen tops it up. Icing on the Molen. Molen on the cake.
That's it. I think that's the best phrase.
The Molen on the cake.
Listen, this has been Uden, North Brabant. You guys have been just super. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for joining the club. Rosemary, thanks for sending us here. If you need any more info about Uden or you've got any questions about becoming a member, let us know. But until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other, and above all,
keep it Dutch.